What's up, everybody? That's right, you're seeing this correctly. Day 25.5, folks. We made so much progress earlier on the stream that we are running it back. We were able to refactor pretty much our entire code base to change over from a Vertex AI integration that wasn't really working to actually building some really interesting features. And in this stream, we're going to work on an AI marketing agent. So we already built basically the concept of templates, where you find or you put together similarly themed social media content. So for example, this is a template. It's essentially motivational graphics that have this pattern that you see. And I just put them together from a popular Instagram. I mean, this thing had like tens of thousands of likes. And so we put it together. And now, just by the click of a button, we're able to completely replicate that social media content. So I chose number of images 3, and we're gonna go in, we're gonna see what it creates. So earlier in today's stream, a couple hours ago, we actually changed our API to move from the Vertex AI API over to fal.ai. So fal.ai is essentially an API for integrating with a bunch of different APIs and AI models from all sorts of different types of things. So it hooked up, and it seems to be a really, really robust API. So it's treating us well. But if you're just joining in the stream, I'm about to make some updates on my end to get the stream rolling. But welcome into the stream. We're going to be going pretty hard tonight, guys. All right, I gotta do a couple things for the stream on my end, then we'll get it going. I was at the gym and I was lifting some weights. And I said, man, I gotta get back and I gotta get on the computer. All right. So this is the way I look at it. We just built this idea of replicating content from a template. J35, what's good? So, we created this logic, and the next logic that we need to create is agents. So we're gonna take what we built initially with this template idea, and we're now gonna integrate it into agents. So that with agents, you don't necessarily have to prompt again, but instead you drop in a template, and then based off of that template, you're able to draft additional workflow steps. Amar, what's up? Right back at you. All right. All right, so we need to put together agents, and we're not going to worry about the image to video functionality that we built earlier. We actually built really good image functionality, and it didn't even cost that much. It only cost a couple cents. So if you guys see here, $16.72. I want to show you guys just in case you missed the stream earlier because it was so legendary. It was literally bigger than legendary. So I'll show you guys. So here, you're able to prompt, and what we're looking at here is, let's go to this template and let's just have it generate 3 images real quick. So let's generate 3 images, and let's see what 3 images cost. And it's interesting because here's my account balance, $16.72. So once I refresh, since I'm the only person using this API key, we'll see what did it cost to generate these 3 images. So 3 images of a rhino. Let's see what it costs. So 16.17 down to okay, it's still 16.72. may take some time to... I don't know, but yeah, so you guys can see here that it did 3 rhinos. So now, I can take one of these rhinos, and let's bring it to life. So now let's go over here. So I'm going to say a rhino grazing in a field, and then I'm going to take that image and I can pass it in, and then I can ask for it to be a landscape video, duration. Let's only make it 3 seconds because the 5-second videos take a lot longer to actually do. All right, and while that's loading, let's go over to another page and let's start testing this. So create agent, I just want to talk a little bit about, here, I'm going to turn off this, let's get on the lo-fi, a little bit more chill. Okay, that's better. All right. So that's still running, so you guys can tell it takes a decent amount to get the videos created. But here's my thinking, and for all of you listening, you know, I'm interested in your thoughts on this. So pretty much right now we're at the point where AI is moving into 2 different, or basically one big new category, which is content generation, but for images and video. And you can see from some of the initial outputs from VO3 and the most recent image to, or text to image generator Nano Banana, that the tools are getting a lot better. And so it's my prediction that it's going to get to the point where tools like Canva and editing tools become a little bit obsolete because you're able to create so much with AI. So our goal is to be able to assist in that process as much as possible, and then to continue to adapt this product while the tools continue to get better and better. So right now there are limitations and there are problems with this field of AI, and essentially this content generation field. But the thing is that it's actually getting a lot better very, very fast. So that's why we're working on this, because I have a need for it to be able to sponsor some of the products that Bridgemind has. Because what am I going to do? Spend 3 hours a day like editing videos or like working in Canva doing marketing campaigns? No, I want to basically create like 10 different accounts and then post like 4 times a day consistently, and then be able to have that basically make up the marketing plan. So here's the video. It's a 6-second video, but I just want to show you guys. So if you remember, the reference image that we had was this right here. And then from this image, I gave it a prompt, a rhino grazing in a field, and then it was able to create this rhino here. So let's expand this, and I want to show you guys full screen. And so here's a rhino grazing in a field, and it basically took our image and it brought it to life, which is pretty cool. Let's go and let's refresh to see how much that cost us. So you can see now that cost us about $1. But honestly, you know, that's my point, is right now it's expensive. But the thing is it's not going to be expensive. Like, we're going to start to see GPT-5 like cost reductions in different models, and it's going to make the AIs way easier to actually use because they won't be as expensive. So that being said, what I'm picturing is I would like to create an agent feature where agents are able to actually do multiple workflows. So an agent needs to understand what its core purpose is. So let's actually put together kind of a requirement doc. I'm going to bring up Google Drive real quick, and we're just going to take some notes because we're really going to think about, hey, what is it that this agent needs? And then we're going to pass it in to Cursor and have it build it for us. All right, so agent docs. So what do agents need? Well, All right, agents need an instructions column that will hold the main purpose of the agent in text. For example, one agent's job could be to create slideshow content for All right, I'm so locked in, guys. All right, so after a user, I'm just going to read you what I'm thinking. Yeah, right now I'm planning out the agent feature in View Creator. So this is the agent docs, and I just want to read to you guys what I'm thinking. So I said, agents need, I'll zoom in a little bit. So I said, agents need an instructions column that will hold the main purpose of the agent in text. For example, one agent's job could be to create slideshow content for Instagram, and the user could define that in the instructions of the agent that there should be a hook, engaging content, and then a call to action. The purpose of this is so that when agents are activated, that they have a clear main purpose for what their job is. So we're essentially going to create an agent that will have a main purpose or instructions. So we're going to be able to have this agent that has instructions that are, for example, that I said it here. After a user defines instructions to the agent, the user is asked if they want to add a template to their agent or if they want to create a new template or add no template at all. Templates are passed into templates are is then made available to the agent if the user chooses to do this. So there's going to be a foreign key that's nullable to a template, and then that means that you'll be able to have, let's say, instructions, and then you have the second, which would essentially be potentially this foreign key reference to templates. And then the templates, if you guys remember, templates have a prompt. They have, I'll show you guys the code. So templates, they have, all right, so here's templates. And templates are super simple. So they have an ID, a prompt, and then images. And the images are images that are URLs in an S3 bucket. So it's going to pass it along. And what do we need apart from that? So it needs main overall agents. And then now, if you guys remember, if we go to that agents page, you'll remember that there's steps. So our agents are actually going to have steps. And let's do that now. So agents will have steps. Users will define steps for their agent, and each step will have custom instructions. We'll have instructions and also should have the options for images that are attached to it. Okay. I want this to be a entity called agent step, which should have okay. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. All right, so agents will have steps. Users will define steps for their agent, and each step will have instructions, and also should have the options for images that are attached to it. I want this to be an entity called agent step, which should have a relationship with the agent. Okay, so what else might we need? So we're going to take care of, oh, I know. Agents should be given a name and also have the option to pass in a profile image. Okay. So now I wanted to find, so that's essentially our database structure, but something else that we need to think about is, hey, what is it going to look like when this actually runs? So when agents are actually ran, for example, the user will be able to go onto an agent page and click run, and it will run the agent, meaning the agent will perform those predefined actions for the user. Okay. All right. So we're going to feed all this to cursor. And we're going to turn on this here. We're going to go to a fresh chat. Sonder, what's up? All right, we're going to turn on Max. Almost 1 a.m. in Europe. Dang. Okay, so we need to update the database first. Let's go in there. Run migrations yet. I want to run the migrations myself. Also, another requirement is that when agents are run, there actually needs to be a job system. So, for example, when a user clicks run on an agent, there needs to be a job that gets created that's running that agent system, and that's going to be able to hold all the information coming from that agent and the history of it. So think about the best way to create this and build it. All right, yeah, we're still working on View Creator. So we made a ton of progress earlier today, and actually we switched, entirely, you can read the description, but I'll just give a quick summary for everybody. So we completely refactored our code base essentially, and we're now using an API called fal.ai. And with fal.ai, we were able to connect a little bit easier to a ton of different models. So I was going the route of just your typical like Vertex AI API. I initially started out with Gemini, but Gemini had limitations, and with Gemini you can only connect to Gemini models. Like you're using the Google Gemini API key. It's a completely separate API where you can only access Gemini models. So then our thinking was, well, let's move to the Vertex API, and then we'll be able to use other models that aren't just Google models, and then we'll also be able to have some more functionality and features that we didn't have on Gemini. So we switched over, and then when we switched over, there were a lot of refactoring costs. We had some tech debt in what we were working on, so we actually moved backwards quite a bit. We were stuck on an error for about 2 hours, and then finally I just made the decision like, hey, we got to change up the API. And somebody in chat, one of our mods, J35, had another one that he was like, hey, check out fal.ai. So I checked it out, and it looked good. So I really appreciate the call out. You know, you guys commenting and being active in chat, like I just want you guys to know, like I read your messages. So yeah, very helpful. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. We're about to hit 2,000 subs. I think we're only 10 away. So we're actually going to hit 2,000 subs on this stream, guys. Look at this, 2,000. Crazy. I might have to put this up here since we're getting so close. Let's move that up there. Yeah, 2,990. Pretty crazy. Sandra just asked, what is tech debt? So basically tech debt is when you like do things really fast. So you do them really fast, and it may not be like the best solution, but you just had to get something working. So you were like, let me build this feature as fast as I can. And you built a feature, but it just had some issues with it. So that's tech debt, is when you know that, hey, there's something built over here that we don't really like we're a little bit worried about it, but that you know that you're going to have to go back and fix at some point, or it's going to become a bigger problem later on. So, for example, when you're working on your MVP, you don't need to do some things as much. Like all you have to do is essentially, hey, build. But when you do that, when you build really fast, you're gonna have some tech debt because you built it so fast. Super snappy site, not gonna lie. Look how snappy it is. Boom, 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 boom. We're not that far away from launching this. I would say next week we'll be ready. We'll have it launched. Edward GC just asked, what about pricing? It's gonna be credit based. I mean, get this. So I'm using like this thing called Opus Clips for some of the shorts on the channel. So, on this channel, I will post some YouTube shorts, and the YouTube shorts are just created with AI, and then I spend a couple $100 on that this month to be able to like create clips basically. So that kind of gave me the idea. I was like, dang, like social media is actually gonna get affected by AI quite a bit. That's what I was thinking. So that's kind of what brought out the passion for this project. I was like, dang, I could use that. I was like, I could use that. So. Thanks, Raheem. Yeah, Doom, what's up? Yeah, there's gonna be a lot more features. Okay, so we have some errors here. Let's open it up. All right, I know that we need to do one thing real quick though. We need a CD into the view creator database, and then we need to run npm migration generate, and then we're gonna call it agents. Oh, okay. I guess that I may have done a little bit differently on this one. All right, cool. That's done. And then what's this tripping about? Fix this error in the API. Saunders says that he also uses Opus. All right. Looks like that's chilling now. Please now take a look at the front end, create agent page, and update it to actually make it so that the user can create the agent. Make sure that the API works as well. Create an API endpoint for this, and then update the API endpoints file in the front end, as well as create a services file for this, and then hook it up to the front end page. All right. Cool. What a grind. What a freaking grind. People don't like, I don't know. You just gotta grind. You gotta fail until you make it work. You know? I mean, these are pretty good. And watch this. Generate one of these. It's a Nano Banana. You guys can see the model. fal.ai, Nano Banana. And it passes in this prompt, and then it passes in the reference images, and then it's created this image here. And I saw a social media, like a, just basically something on Instagram, that all they were posting was this stuff. And they had like, they were running it up. They were running it up. So I was like, all right. Doom, you're spot on. I saw Opus, and I'm not kidding, I spent like definitely over $100 on it. $100, and it was like worth it. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, this is like making all my content for shorts. All right, create agent. Update this page now accordingly. Yo, sorry, I've been locked in. Linux thing, what's up? So basically, I I'm working on View Creator, and I'll just show you here. So with View Creator, you're gonna be able to create viral social media content in seconds. So it's gonna help you create shorts, it's gonna help you create reels, it's gonna help you create slideshows, and you're gonna be able to do all of it using AI. And we have a couple different voice models and image models and video models that we can integrate with. And right now we're working on agents. And with agents, we're going to be testing it here in the next few minutes, actually, because we're almost ready here. We're integrating it into the page now. And what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to do exactly what we outlined in the documentation. So the documentation is kind of long, but I put it together because I wanted to be able to give it to Cursor. But you can pause the stream, or but yeah, here's the docs that I gave it, and you read that. So we're gonna be able to name the agent. We're gonna be able to select a template that we want to have essentially in its memory. So we're gonna have that in there, and then we're also gonna have the ability to add steps. And you're also going to give it main instructions. So the instructions of an agent could essentially be something like, you are an agent that is going to build me viral slideshows. And the main goal of you is to create an engaging hook slide, main content slides, and then a CTA slide, or a call to action slide. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked the stream or subscribed, make sure you do so. We're so close to 2,000. Definitely gonna hit it soon. Not gonna lie, this has been a pretty cool thing to build. Doom, I totally agree. The thing is, though, I think that you're gonna need to create like tools. Like, you need to create a tool to be able to zoom in on a video. And like, I'll show you even in Opus Pro. So look at this. You upload a video, and then from the video you create all these shorts, and it ranks them on how viral it thinks it's gonna be. So this is the one it said was gonna be 99 viral. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you the top 3 tips and tricks that I use for prompt engineering. So I've been a professional AI engineer. Here's one thing though that I was thinking about, is like some of the comments on some of these were like bad video quality, is what they were saying. And I think it's because, like, see this like top part, you can't actually see any of that, you know? Doom said that AI can help me build all the tools. That is true. Fix this error. Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, we only started streaming 39 minutes ago, guys. We're gonna be going for like a couple more hours. J35 said Opus is really niched down compared to View Creator, has wider vision. Yeah, like even just being able to create slideshows, I think, is a big deal. You know? Like, here's what I'm picturing. All right? So, okay, there we go. We fixed it. Okay, so here's what it is. Let's come back to that. But, you know, this is right. This is so close to just being able to be a, this is just going to be able to be like a carousel. Doom said 99% viral is crazy. I don't think that's accurate. Yeah, I don't think that was accurate either. Yeah, like that one that was 99 was like, I was like, yeah, no. I was like, that was like the very start of the video. There's nothing like important. It's a short. Like people don't want to be watching like the starts of YouTube videos on shorts. So let's make this one a slideshow creator. So I'm just gonna call it slideshow creator. And then the instructions is gonna be, you are a slideshow creator that is able to create a slideshow of food images to go on to social media to sponsor my new app, Pantry Pal. And I want in the slideshow, the first slide or the first image in the slideshow should be a hook. And then there should be 4 images of food similar to what you see in the template with the white text centered and be engaging content. And then the last slide should be a call to action to download the app to be able to find out the recipes. Again, the app's name is Pantry Pal. Alright, so then we can click use existing template. So then the template drop down, a photorealistic image of homemade breakfast. Is that one. Profile image, let's give it a profile image, why not? That's just badass. Hold up. Let's make it that rhino. Oh no, no! Oh, okay, yes, like, I don't think this upload button works though, unfortunately. Oh. Clicking the upload button. Alright, I'm gonna copy this. I'm definitely gonna copy that. When I click the upload button in the create agent page, nothing happens. Doom said View Creator can be better than Opus with more accurate viral scoring, etc. because I feel Opus was not built by creators, so it's giving false information. Yeah. Doom, you're spitting facts tonight, bro. Alright. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, yeah, J35, that's a good idea. We'll do it. Hold on, guys. We got to test. There we go. Cool. Create a image that is essentially a hook. Review the template as reference and the attached image here. Rob asked, how many projects total have you deployed so far? We've got 2 deployed projects right now, and this is going to be our 3rd. I think I'm going to be able to launch it next week. But yeah, to be honest, all right, I've just been grinding like all the time. I've been working so hard lately. I've just been grinding my ass off. Alright, I'm trying to think the best way to get the CTA example. Hold up, I think I got one on my phone. Alright, Doom, I see what you're saying. Make sure that when users are uploading images that they have a max size Also, for the profile image, I actually just want to do pre-made avatars that they can select from the boring avatars library. And for the, just make sure that somebody can't do a crazy backdoor injection. Make sure it's safe. All right, shout out to Doom. Rob, I salute to you. All right. Guys, we are only 45 minutes into the stream. We are just getting started. I might have to pour up a cup of coffee, a cup of Joe. Alright guys, I want to try something, alright? Alright, so we're going to try a little bit of marketing ourselves, okay? So we're going to try something. So you guys can see that there's 17 people watching, alright? And I want to show you guys something pretty cool. So I'm going to show you what our AI is going to eventually be able to do. This is my vision. So all you have to do, screenshot the Reddit. Screenshot the create post. I'm going to say, I am wanting to make a post in the vibe coding subreddit to basically draw attention to my stream and have people go to it. Here is the provided URL. Put that link in, but please write an engaging title and body text that is short, concise, and has hooks. All right, this is gonna be interesting. Remember that it is for this stream. All right. We're on a whole new level, everyone. We are on a whole new level. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna make a post in the subreddit and we're gonna see if that marketing works, because lately I've been realizing that if you wanna do good, you kind of have to like have your marketing down. So we're gonna try this and we're gonna see if that post works. It's gonna think about a Reddit post and it's gonna create it. So all right. All right. All right, everybody, go check out this Reddit post. I'm gonna drop it in. And here's what we're gonna test. Basically, just interact with the post. Alright. Alright, so you literally can see the views. You got one view. But yeah, everybody go check that out. Alright. All right. All right, there we go, finally. Import the boring avatars package and display the avatars to select. Right now they're not rendering correctly. There we go. Yo-Yo asked, how am I copying the localhost error? It's next turbo pack. This is one really nice thing about Whisperflow, being able to remember everything that you've said. I'm like, yeah, I said that. I did say that. Oh no, what's going on here? Alright. Alright, we're just gonna test if this works. Alright, so if we go to... Alright, if we go over to that templates page, what we're going to do is we're going to create a couple of these. We're going to create 3 of them. Alright, so 3 images. We're going to download all of them. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to drop them in here. So... So I want this one. All right, so this will be the first step of the workflow. And I said I want it to use this same background. And then here, I would do like this. All right, so I'm putting in some variations for testing purposes. I got the sideways hat on. All right, so this one. All right, so I set a CTA slide with this background, but different text, something simple that says download goalpost or something. So now let's try saving. Did it work? All right, so now let's pull up PG admin. All right, so we're gonna see if that agent actually is in there now. So let's open servers, go to our localhost server, and then we're gonna be able to go to this one here. So if we open up agents, we can go to view, edit data, and look at that, Instagram slideshow creator. Let's go, guys. That's awesome. So it looks like that looks pretty good. Now let's see how the steps rendered in. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I think, okay, no, agent steps here. Here it is. Okay, and it does have the image attached. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is amazing, guys. All right, so it basically worked exactly it worked exactly the way that we wanted it to. So now all we have to do is I want to create a route for it to be able to just pull the agents in. On this page, it should render in all agents. On this page, it should render in all agents that the user has built themselves. Create the API route for this, and then properly integrate it into the front end. All right, guys, this is huge. This is huge. I may have to start standing up. We may have to start changing up the vibe a little bit, because this is big. This is big. Hold up. We got to get a vibe change up here. Oh, look at this. My light has like 2 different settings, and I just put it on like, I don't know if you guys can even see this. It's on like, it's like chill vibes right now. All right. If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do that. All right, we're gonna change up the music a little bit. We're gonna do boom bap beat. Boom bap beat. Boom bap. This is huge, guys. Yeah, no, I was before I started streaming today, I was at the gym getting the lift in. I was working pretty hard, and then I was like, all right, gotta get back to grinding. I gotta build these agents. You know, sometimes you just need some time to think about what you want to build, and then you're like, all right, I can't wait to go back and build it. You know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I can't wait to be done with the gym so I can go back and build what I've been thinking about for the past like 5 hours. Took a little siesta. Took a siesta. Yeah, I noticed that, Doom. Alright. So let's go to agents. Oh. fix this error. Fix, yeah, okay. Oh shoot, hold up. Hold up, everybody. This one looks sick. He's counting the money. That's what we're doing right now. We're about to be counting the money. Alright, cool. That looks bad, but it's fine. Improve the styling of the page and improve the styling of the agent card, show the profile image, make it more of a complete page. Also, actually create the agent ID page, make it so that I can click on the cards and go to that agent's page, and then that's where I run the agent. All right, guys, we're changing up the model. We're going Claude 4 Sonnet thinking. Let's go. We are vibing tonight. Let's go. It's looking all right. It's looking okay. We got to build a couple more features though, but we're going to be testing this in no time. So I'm thinking that it's going to have some type of job system, because when I was on Opus, it also had a job system. So I'm thinking that, you know, basically, if you want AI to do something complex, it's going to need to have kind of like a job system, maybe some cron jobs. So for example, you submit something, and then instead of, you know, that being an API request that the user has open, it instead runs a job. So it starts up this job that's associated with the user's account. It performs all the actions, and the user can just see that like that job's 10%, 20% done. So you guys got to start clipping the YouTube videos. Like if you guys are moderators, if you guys are, you know, enjoying the streams, like, you know, we gotta start getting like clips and stuff in here, because we're like, I don't know if you guys can tell, we've been doing this for 25 days and we're not stopping anytime soon. Like you guys can tell, like I've been streaming for like 5 hours today, and I'm gonna keep going. All right, so I can go here now. It's creating this page. All right, so here's our agent page. We're able to see this run functionality works. Let's go. All right, running agent. Last run. When the agent runs, I actually want it to kick off the job process, and I want the user to be able to see the workflow happen live. All right, guys, I'm gonna turn the music up a little bit just because we're vibing like super hard right now. So I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Hope that's okay. Let me know if it's too loud. But I'm gonna show you guys. That's hey. I'm just like whoever that guy is. Alright, so here's what we got. And I want to make it so that you can essentially actually get this so that it shows all of the jobs working. So but yeah, we're gonna get this working, guys. It's gonna look good. Alright, last run. Pretty good. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, where's the results though? Oh my gosh, guys. Who is watching this live? We need some W's in the chat. This is so sick. Okay. So cool. The AI agents need to be able to have tools that they can call. So for example, if the prompt says something about generating an image, and the prompt is a prompt, then it needs to be able to generate an image. So take a look at the functionality and make sure that the jobs, right now they say completed successfully, but I don't actually see any work. So make sure that you look at the functionality and actually get this working and make it so that this works across the entire stack and that I can see the actual image outputs and be able to easily download them. All right, let's go, guys. We're not playing around. Whoa, what happened? Got problems. Alright. You get fixed. Fix the issues. Nah, not yet. We got issues. What's going on? Oh, there we go. It already knows our issues, guys. It's all good. Alright, we're about to go dark mode in here. You guys are watching some legendary shit right now. You'll see. Alright, we're going dark mode. Alright. Let's see what happens now. Okay. It looks like only one of them actually created an image. This was incorrect. All right. Yeah, Doom, DM it to me. Yeah, I can get all the help I can get. Let's see what happens. Alright, there's the first image. Nah. Make the images display larger and allow me to easily expand them. Not that good, in my opinion. Not that good, in my opinion. Because that was not like the images. Wait. Oh. Guys, I know what we did wrong. We need to edit the agent. We need to edit the agent. Please now build in edit agent functionality. I should be able to remove images. I should be able to edit anything that I entered about the agent. Create the edit agent page now and all the functionality needed for it. All right, guys, I know what's going wrong. So this is actually pretty good. So some big wins that we have right now is we have the agent process actually working. So there is a workflow. And what we did was we made it so that it did jobs. So essentially when you run the agent, you're doing jobs, and the jobs are able to store those images in an S3 bucket so that they can return them to the user and store them in jobs that are basically be able to pull it up. But we need to edit this, because something I just realized that we did is we uploaded the wrong images. So I need to download. Actually, we can just see. Okay, this is why this is gonna be like so incredible. So look at this. So we just need to go here and create 3 of these. We need to create 3 of these. Network error? Oh, it was refreshing. Okay, let's let it refresh. Actually, I think it's already done now. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. But yeah, what a crazy stream. Okay, so yeah, let's download all these. Download. And then what we're gonna be able to do is we're gonna be able to go now and update our agent soon. Once this agent here finishes working, we'll be able to get it. Here comes in the edit page. All right. Edit. Boom, perfect. So let's remove this and add one of our food ones. Let's make it like dimensions didn't match. Oh, it's all good. All right, so now let's save the changes. And now let's run the agent. Now we should get food pictures because we changed. We were kind of, you guys can see that I forgot that we had food images. It wasn't the goal related image, it was the food images. So we had to swap that out. All right, here's the first one. Expand it. Nah, that's not that good. Look at the functionality of the templates and how it passes in the images as reference. For each step on the agent, if there is an attached image, it should be submitting it along with the prompt so that the AI has an image to reference from. Also, if a template is attached, it should be dropping in information from the template. It should be making it so that it drops in the images and the prompt of the template as well into the agent on each step. So it needs all that information. Look at how the functionality of templates works and study it, and then please build similar functionality for the steps of the agent to make sure that it actually passes in those images. All right, everybody. I'm Ran. +1 sub. Thanks, appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Yeah, 8 away from 2,000. Definitely gonna hit it here soon. I wonder how that Reddit post is doing. Yo-Yo said +1 sub. Hey, let's go. Thank you. Oh. Pantry pal. Sorry, we have so many products now. I'm mixing them up. Some errors here. It does have the template. Yeah. Template right here. Okay, now let me add the new enhanced prompt function that combines all context. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so now let's try it. Run agent. Step 1. Come on, big money. Let's go. Let's go. I'll zoom in. All right. Nah. I mean, that's pretty good. Okay, and that one's like pretty spot on. I mean, Bao Yayom said +1 sub. Thank you. Let's go. Guys, we're 6 away. I mean, that's okay. I mean, it's definitely progress. Let's just like take a step back. We're gonna get this, but look at how much progress we've made. This is a lot of progress in a short amount of time. Edit agent. mean, all of it works. All of it works. All right, Doom. All right. First of all, let's deploy this just to GitHub real quick, because we're at like a really good stopping point. That's gonna have commit problems. It's all right. All right, I'll figure that out offline, but we're good. All right. So we just made a ton of progress. We have this agents functionality really locked down. But now another thing that I'm gonna need to do is the logic of jobs for templates as well. We already built this in agents, so I know it's not gonna be that hard to build, but we need to, you know, essentially integrate the logic of history and jobs for templates as well. I'm not super worried about site security right now, just because I know that I just created a basic auth system for testing anyway, so I'm gonna keep building features. Help me build the functionality so that there is a job system for templates as well. And there should be functionality so that users can actually see their usage, so they can see their past jobs essentially. Also, I need to build in the logic of a crediting system, and users are given a certain amount of credits, and by doing requests, they use credits. For now, the crediting system is just arbitrary, but the functionality and the MVP for the crediting system needs to be built in. That means updating and adding entities to build the crediting system and functionality into the API so that when they run certain jobs that they are charged credits based on certain calculations. Also, the calculation should be simple. It should be a fairly understand credit system. All right. J35 said, can you test it by creating one more new agent to check if logic is not dependent? I'm gonna hold off. I feel like we're on a roll right now, and I want to focus. I'm like, usually in between prompts, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I spend some time thinking to myself, and I'm usually just trying to process what I'm gonna do next. And I'm kind of locked in right now. I have a vision for what I want to build, so I'm just gonna build the vision and then we'll go from there. All right, let's run the agent again. It's like going through updates. Fix the errors that I'm getting. All right, so let's run the that generation again, and then you have to run the update. So that's type ORM for you. We already updated everything. Migrations run. Now fix the errors. Check out the API. Looks good. All right, so it looks like we're gonna get this, guys. I mean, definitely have some work to do still, but a ton of progress. I don't know if this is gonna work while there's a bunch of errors, but probably not. Oh, I guess it does. Oh, is this just like still updating, or what is going on? Oh. It's not in the back end yet. All right, I need to chill out. I need to let it do its thing. I'm gonna run Doom. Shout out to Doom. He gave me a prompt to run. We'll run it in GPT. Let's just do normal GPT-5. Yeah, we'll just literally just test GPT-5 outright. And then actually, yeah, okay, that's cool. All right, and then here, now let's test this. Oh, it's not. Yeah. Nice. Whoa. What's going on here? What's going on here? What? Oh, we already ran the migrations. Oh. Alright. Is there a new migration that needs to be run? So you just run this and then it'll be... Alright, let's just run this, I guess it... Okay. I believe that I have run the migrations now. Please review and then help me update accordingly. Okay. One thing that I noticed that GPT-5 does is that it like if you do upload a prompt, sometimes it doesn't wait. But I'm gonna go take a go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be back. Check it out. All right, test it out. Looks good. Looks good. All right, we definitely have to make some updates, but you guys get the point. It's getting better. do a job, hopefully. Internal server. Oh, oh my heart. Why did this fail? Please review the logs and figure out why creating the content for the template failed. Potatoes. Got steak and potatoes. Alright, this still works okay. The agent functionality doesn't work the way that we want it to right now. But the thing is that it works in templates, so I know that we can make it work in agents at some point. We'll just have to look at that functionality. I was more focused on like the broad agent functionality, getting the steps to work. But now the question is, users should be able to see their jobs and their credits. They should be able to see a history of their past template jobs and be able to basically look at all the work that they've done, a history of sorts. right, guys. I wanted to do a stream for like 100 minutes, so I'm gonna get this all working tomorrow. You can see we got our credit system working. So we're gonna build a pretty simple crediting system, and then yeah, we'll be able to launch this next week. So it's gonna be pretty sick. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow or Saturday. Peace.